Everybody has a story, and every story has value. And everyone loves to feel part of their community, don't they? A good yarn is a creative conversation. It seeks to demonstrate our common bonds and how we connect using finger knitting and storytelling to enable that connection in effortless ways, to inspire empathy, understanding and kindness, and most importantly for me personally, to fire up the imagination and make use of that playful creative being that you have inside. So do please enjoy a good yarn. We started first with 10 to 15 participants at the Refugee Migrant Network in Sutton. They were fabulous, and we had people from different nationalities: Bulgarians, Turkish, Korean, South Korean, Italians, all in the room together, varying levels of English, but all really willing participants, and I hope to inspire them and share my love of being playful and creative and sharing a story, because through that sharing, that's our connection, and that's the value of having a good yarn. Even though Korea was a poor country, we were happy. There was unity and harmony. When I was a child, we would take the wool from old clothes and knit new ones. Men, boys, girls, we were all crafty. The old women would sit and tell stories, and we would make and listen. We were all equal. This project reminds me of my life. I am very happy.
Well, let me say first of all, it was great to be in at the beginning of this project. Obviously at the beginning you don't always know where it's going, but there was always a good feeling that it would go further than just our small involvement. We are continuing our English classes online, and some of the students who were involved right at the beginning with a Good Yarn project are still with us. They're in the top class, and so some of them have moved on already to employment, but they stand ready to be involved in whatever you are able to offer, and we will be able to tell them about the exhibition, and if that's their only involvement, I'm sure they will go and visit it and enjoy seeing what the work that they helped start.
The pilot project of A Good Yarn with Refugee Migrant Network Sutton really set the tone for the following 4 chapters of A Good Yarn. It was the RMNS participants who helped co-design the subsequent application to the Mayor of London's Culture Seeds Fund. All sorts of fun ideas came out of that pilot project, things like running a massive knit-a-thon in Trafalgar Square, a huge idea which I've actually noted as I do like to think big, and on a more manageable scale, more good yarns can easily pop up at festivals, family festivals, park cafes, in shopping centres, during half terms, in holidays, after school clubs and community groups, anywhere really. It's such a straightforward project. In particular though, a lot of the participants were very keen to see how we could use a good yarn to get more men and boys involved for the purposes of supporting their mental health and well-being. Using the crafting and the shared experience is a really gentle way to open conversation, which is what a good yarn is all about. I was delighted then to be able to run a good yarn as a taster session at Beddington Park Cafe, which was funded by Heritage Lottery and enabled by Sutton Council, and then to take the project up to the Single Homeless Project in Westminster, which is a hostel for single homeless men. This produced a personal favourite quote of the whole project so far from Brian John Everett, who said, "Beautiful, inspirational, I've never seen so many smiling faces. It was lovely to see broken people happy for once." We look forward to taking a good yarn back to the Single Homeless Project as soon as COVID-19 has moved along and stopped scuppering our plans. But it is the reason we then trialled a viral good yarn back in April at the start of lockdown and went online and also worked with students at a local primary school for some finger knitting fun.
When we worked with the Refugee Migrant Network in Sutton, I think it was very much we went along entertaining. I think initially we were entertaining people and we were telling stories and giving them some craft ideas to do. And it was only really at the end where we realized, oh, hang on, we're making an impact now. And it's not about us, it's about them. And I think that was the point where we realized actually we're going to change how we do things for the second time. So when we did the Single Homeless project and we met with, well, it was mainly the men, right? It was the men we met, and we had no idea. And I think this is the beautiful thing about every time we've done this.
Mm-hmm.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
Not whatsoever.
And it's being able to be spontaneous but improvise.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you and I are both very much those type of souls. We are able to just, as you know, the words to use your words. We just go with the flow.
Go with the flow, yeah.
You know, they can come in here in the day, they can have a shower in the morning, they can have a bit of breakfast, they can, you know, get connected with another human being.
Yeah.
And they can get things, they can get services, they can be signposted to the right services for them. And they, you know what, they start to like the home comforts again. They start to enjoy the showers, they start to enjoy, and this is where you start getting people going, I want more.
I want more now.
I want more now, I'm actually liking this.
This local guy's designed this sleep pod. As I said, it's not a tent. It might look like a tent, but it ain't. It's basically it's a sleeping bag. It keeps them dry, but also it's insulated inside to keep them warm as well.
Humanity has an essential need for kindness and balance, and we can find that using these playful, creative, imaginative crafts like finger knitting and storytelling. We can inspire, we can share, we can connect, and we can think differently without being divisive. So I would encourage all of you to get out there and have your own good yarns and be kind people. You know it makes sense.